Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, they look to the right.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. First down here for this offense. Gives it to the back. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's press coverage now from these DBs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it third down. And he'll set up to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh.
Big gain, catch made at the 30. Explosive play. The gain moves the ball all the way to the 30. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He makes the grab. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Powerful running here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That picks up a 1st down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Tight end makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. LSU now operating in the red zone. There's the handoff. Powers through. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, but they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And one final play before the end of the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Looking to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Makes a nice move there. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And they'll set up for the PAT. The tackle on the PAT, it's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tailback with another carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Weaver. He'll go down right there. Works his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained. And that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 35-21. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down, we're going to throw it, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Look to not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Being on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing an...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tied. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Might have to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to scramble. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And here comes a deep shot. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense is coming after him. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Contact as he threw it. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of, and he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Bama. Trying to come all the way back. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They look to throw it here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 36-yard line.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
They'll hand it off. And tackled there by the defense. Third down after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. Fighting him off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Going to try to use his legs here. Keeper for the first down and more. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. LSU has moved into the red zone. The shotgun running play call. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So no hesitation. The offense is on. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense is still clicking. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last...
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down after that previous play. They call the draw play here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And the comeback is on. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kirk, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
And the coverage team pins it in and brings him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw, and put it right on the money to pick up that first down, and I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help them just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 20. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just...
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, tied. And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Escapes the pocket. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. That's a huge gain, grabbing momentum as the 3rd period expires. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump in front here in the fourth. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep here. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, 4th and short, got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him about the 14.
On this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. What point are you going to start putting those into play?
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out. Move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking for his back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.